Did you know Canadian Club whiskey is made in Windsor, Ontario on the very same location for over 160 years?
But CC became, by 1933 when Prohibition ended, CC was the #1 brand in the United States of America. Still continues to be today, simply because they had the thirst for it back then. But the meetings that they would have in our speakeasy would be all of the heads. The Purple Gang, they originated out of downtown Detroit, and they were pretty important during Prohibition. Not afraid of anybody, even Al Capone. You know, Al Capone would come here 6 or 7 times a year for meetings and business contracts, and pay for his product that he was buying here, and so on and so forth. The meeting that they used to have, and that table was built down there for that reason, but they used to have meetings down there, and Bugsy Siegel and Al Capone, Purple Gang.
We're here in the Canadian Club Brand Center Speakeasy, where bootleggers such as Al Capone, the Purple Gang, and other infamous scoundrels met to do business. And it wasn't unusual to find in a typical day of business for bootleggers to have a gun go off. Reason for the bullet hole here behind me.
But there was a meeting with all the heads, and they were all here, and the meeting was apparently going into its second day, and tempers were flaring, and so a little warning shot came out, boom, and luckily it wasn't aimed directly at his head, but it landed in the wall. But boy, if those walls could talk, it would have been just unbelievable what would have come out of there.
It is estimated that as much as 75% of the alcohol consumed during Prohibition in the U.S. was transported on waterways between Windsor and Detroit.
When Prohibition hit the United States of America, by the way, we had it in Canada here a few years earlier, but Canadians said that's a dumb law. So it was illegal for U.S. citizens to manufacture, sell, or consume spirit alcohol. So we're a mile away from the U.S. border here. What do you think happened? And the Canadian government supported us because, during a very difficult time, we were employing a lot of people and, paying a lot of taxes and not doing really anything illegal. In 1924, a treaty was signed with the United States government, and so we decided we were going to start shipping just throughout Canada here. And when it left the dock here, it was anybody's imagination where it went.
The Whiskey Palace was officially opened in September 1894 with a gala party. More than 600 guests were invited. A caterer from Chicago provided the music. Festivities went into the night with attending bootleggers, rum runners, and other honored guests.